Hello, my name is Adley and welcome back for another episode of Anbennar in EU4 as Zurkanrek. In previous episode we managed to win the war against the Centaurs, although we mostly just took money from them and I forced them to cede a few provinces over here, but that's about it. But in the meanwhile, it seems like we are steering into war against the entire Federation. And so it begins. Citizens takes arms. Dispute with Zurkanrek and the Federation leader is not constrained to the assembly house or debates among the Federation more prominent representatives, but has built out to market square and kitchen table. People are buzzed with arguments over war rights and the role of the Federation. It seems every inn has become assembly house of its own. But within them, it seems disputes are not constrained merely to words. Some of our citizens have taken arms, saying the righteousness of our cause and promising their blood to support it. Right, so I guess everyone's getting a little bit extra manpower, and the war has begun. So yeah, the Federation leader cut down war against. So let me see. Oh, interesting. The Law Nations actually joined me. We are slightly outnumbered, admittedly, and we don't have a lot of fleets in comparison to the others. But what fleets we do have, I think will be still quite beneficial. Now, how close? We're not far from getting these ticks, so we're not going to get the Admiral quite yet. We've got a pretty good leader in here for now. We might have to hire a new one soon. But this one's allowed to have nations join in. Let's have a look. Who are we fighting directly? So there's that one, but they are already... Oh, right. So it's mostly the south in pretty much its entirety. This area... and that one, so I'm guessing I'm the war leader on our side. Yes, I am. Federation war name. Okay, well, there might be some localizations missing for this one. Right, so I think, I suppose we also have really good infantry combat ability in here, so I think we can win combats quite well. We also got 18,000 men on this side, so what we could do, stop the rebel suppression and start fighting on both fronts. We definitely need to slow down a little bit on this one, I reckon, and then I think it's if and when we get the galley combat ability, that might turn the favor, especially at least within the initial inland sea over here, or the area that we sort of control. Is there... so there's not a canal through here. There are some roving robbers over there at least. And they got 6 armies without any leaders, and all separate 1 case tax. That's a peculiar choice, AI, a peculiar choice. I suppose one thing that I could do is I could send my fleet over there to intercept this combat. There we go, we managed to sink... oh, we actually captured one of the galleys. Let me go back to the port, repair, and maybe even upgrade that ship. We're running a little bit low on money though, but at least we got a lot of manpower to utilize for this war. So we're not out of that. There's a bit of a fight going already in the south. We probably do need to siege down this area though, but do we want to force that enemy out of the war? Can we piece them out separately? Ah, taking provinces will cost twice as much. So technically yes, it is possible. But I think right now we need to start reducing the enemy armies a little bit. Especially considering that it is a superiority war. If we can get good victories early on, it's going to be more, or worth more than the few sieges that we can maybe achieve. Let's go ahead and catch that army, hopefully. And then with this... oh, there's another naval combat. And another naval combat. Well, our galley over there is... you know what? Can I separate the repair damaged ships? I can. I'm going to send over there to try to catch this extra fleet over here. Oh, there we go. We're sinking a lot of them. And we also caught one of the armies, and we capture another transport. Alright, well, let's go ahead and clear out some of these fleets. There we go, that's 1 victory over here. That is an enemy province there, but I suppose I can't cross or go across there, or across the straits here, so we'll need to wait on that one. I could potentially start seizing down some of the enemy capitals. I have a feeling that these probably would like to get away from the war soon. Is there anyone with... okay, so you... what was the name of that nation again? Javik. That one. They got high enthusiasm. Although they do have some revolts in there. The war is fairly well, sure, let's just say. And neither side has gained enough, oh, the battles haven't been enough. Well, there's been one loss, one victory, and, well, 2 victories, I suppose. We're gonna have a third one over here very shortly. And we're taking the loan. Not surprised by that, to be fair. That's gonna be a bit of a siege there. Ah, so we lost the transport probably that we just captured, but we sank 2 of their ships. I can probably go ahead and clear out the... No, we actually won that battle there. I suppose I... Oh, that's going to be 18 ships. I think at this stage we're going to have to get an admiral. Ooh, Kazoo Rapture got 5 shock. Oh, this will turn the battle in our favour, I reckon. So it is 18 ships, but... Oh, that is a lot of galleys that they have there. But they have no leader. So the amount of damage that we deal is just insane in comparison. We capture one of the galleys. Well, there we go. Privateer efficiency goes up with that particular captain as well. Right, so we didn't do too much in here. Where's the enemy armies? They're mostly down to the south. We haven't necessarily done enough to clear out of them, but at least we're slowly working on getting their enthusiasm down. We can get the textile mills now, although I don't think we have the money to do that quite yet. I suppose that's one of the things that I can do with this war. It's just drain out everyone, all the enemy's treasuries. Oh, there we go. We're just capturing all the ships here now. I think we're going to send this one to repair for a little bit. We'd clear out that one. I suppose we can just keep on conquering these lands. We're still taking attrition here. I suppose we'll just go in here, siege down the enemy capital, since we're right next to it anyway. Our friends are moving about a little bit. Ooh, grain. Okay, well, it's not necessarily the most valuable resource, admittedly, but it'll probably do for now. Can we get the... Right, I suppose there's the institution spread wouldn't be too bad. Getting the ship cost go down would be pretty good as well for this era still. I reckon we've still got quite a bit of time. There is a bit of combat happening down there. I'm guessing our side will not win that. Well, we've got some reinforcements heading in there, so there's a chance that we'll still win. Our siege over here seems to be going fairly well, so that's good news for us. Oh, we did actually win the combats there. Oh, and now there's the rebellion in there that is going to get fought over. Alright then. You could get the trait idea, but I think we're just waiting for the Diplotech. Oh, and with the extra head bonus over here, that's the production efficiency, so we're going to get a bit more money. I mean, admittedly, we're paying a lot for the advisors right now, plus fort maintenance, colonial maintenance. There's a lot of things that we're paying for. And routing our corrupt... Oh, it's the corruption that's costing us so much. Luckily, the corruption is going to be over fairly shortly. Don't know if I want to utilize the auto siege over here. I could do a little bit, but at the same time it can be sometimes a bit risky. But so far we got kind of the upper hand in here, although I guess we've lost a little bit of... no, it's probably a lot of blockades, isn't it? Yep. Okay, well let's have a look at the fleets in here. We've still got some ships that are not in as good shape, but these seems to be right. So this is the core fleet that we started with. Let's go ahead and clear out some of these. These could maybe be upgraded, some of those galleys at least. There we go, so that's... Oh wow, that's 2 ships that we captured right there. Let's get in here. If we can clear out a lot of these blockades, that'd be really nice. Profiteering in Abbas Record. This is Abbas Record have grown tired of the local influence over greedy Sinizadman merchants that they claim are using unfair advantages to outcompete local businesses. They demand that we step in to limit the influence of foreign traders on the area and reaffirm the privileges of our own merchants and artisans. If we do not act, they might take matters into their own hands. Local unrest, trade power, local goods produced modifier goes down, but that would be for 10 years. I think we should reduce the unrest a little bit right now. Oh, there we go. We sank the entire fleet. And then, do they have... They don't have a fleet in here anymore, do they? They got some fleets down that way, but yeah, well, I suppose that, yeah, they got a bit of blockade going there. But that's good victories there. I'm just going to send the fleet back home, repair and all that. Eventually we'll get some of the ships back from elsewhere. So is there... Right, there's a lot of enemies. For example, are you willing to take a white peace? I know that you're fighting another war, but I guess not yet. We are probably going to lose this one, because that's pretty difficult to get to right now. If I can combine my two armies soon-ish to act together, we might be able to plan something. I mean, 38,000 men were okay general. We should be able to fight off a decent chunk of their troops. And total numbers, they got a lot less cannons, that's for sure. And the naval situation has gone a lot more in our favor. We lost 4 ships total, of which I've lost 1. And that one was a capture ship. So, technically speaking, one of the ships is at least one of the ships is listed twice in these numbers right now, but oh well. No, they brought in the ships here, alright. Well, let's just go out and sink that. Considering that we got such a good leader and such a good modifiers for the ships. Yeah, there we go, we sank another 3. Let's get back to port. And I suppose we might be able to, if we bring in the fleet over here, we can bring in the extra army through soon. That's a friendly. These are enemy. We're gonna get across the strait if we can. Speed up maybe the siege to the south first. Albertus does have a siege pip, so that should help. There's a fleet heading... Oh, is it going for the... Oh, it is heading for the channel there. Right, well. Did we repair these? No, not yet. Soon, though, we will have. There we go. So these are repaired. Let's have a look at the other fleets. Let's combine all of these and then repair damaged ships. So drop those out. And I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and blockade this channel here. And apparently sink a few ships on our way there. Oh, wow, we captured 2 of them. Alright then. Well, now we probably have a pretty good chance of getting through. In which case, we could probably just go further in as well. Where's the... Well, actually, the port is on this side, so we'll just beat that fleet there. There we go. And then we're going to return back here to make sure that the siege is going faster. And over here, we can probably go ahead and help with the siege. Now, is there anyone that wishes to step out of the war? Not quite yet. At least not on our side. We've got a pretty good amount of war score thus far. So, well, that's actually quite nice. And there we go. This should speed up the siege a little bit. Oh yeah, 4 from the artillery by now. Well, that's actually only my artillery in there as well. Oh, we're actually pretty close to getting the Diplotech. It's like 1 or 2 months. Actually, is it 1 or 2 months? It's 2 months, okay. Short by 1 point. Not exactly ideal, but oh well. Oh, did I not send you into... Oh, I thought I sent you into the province itself and not the... Okay. Well, that was having a bit of a misclick. It happens from time to time. Okay, now we got some cannons in here, so that should speed up the siege. And slowly but surely, we're going to force more and more of these enemies out of the war. I'm going to take a lot of money in this war, hopefully. And we're going to slowly reduce the numbers that they have. They still have... Actually, I don't know if they got more troops now than we do. I think it's pretty much even total. But of course, one of our allies is very low in numbers. I mean, they've still got 18,000 men in here, of our friends. But I don't think we can get those troops out of there is the problem. So they'll probably get stacked right, and that's gonna... Oh, there we go. That's another siege done. That's a friendly one, that's an enemy one. So let's just go ahead and siege down that one. Plus we can stack wipe that one, so that could be quite nice. There we go, 3,000 men. That wiped from the enemy. Plus it's another combat that we just won, so that's really good. Right, let's just send you to the neighbouring province so we can siege down... Oh, and we won a naval combat. Didn't capture anything. I think at this stage we can just send in some ships to be repaired. They can repair right there, so that's good. Oh, well, we've got reinforcement arriving now. From the other ships that have been repairing. So I guess at this point, we don't need to have this one blockaded anymore. I'm just bringing the fleet down here into the bay so we can blockade both of these at once, maybe. Yeah, it seems like it's working. Oh, right, they got more than one province over here, occupied by the peasants. Alright then. So yeah, looks like we're doing pretty well in this war. They got still quite a bit of, well, some fleets over there. But I don't think they got a strong enough fleet to sort of contest my ships in open combat. Plus the sieges are going quite nicely, so overall I'm pretty happy about this. You already won out of the war, you're going to be paying 50 crowns, I get a decent chunk of that. Sure. Oh, we just sieged down your capital, didn't we? Alright then, so that's one. I'm pretty sure... Oh, right, my vassal is still... Oh, no, actually, they are loyal. Okay, so what I could try... Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter too much yet. We still need to beat down the enemy armies in here, which they haven't done too much about. I think there might be some overlapping with the armies that are going to be fighting the centaurs and the armies that are going to be fighting me, so that is quite helpful. Improved training. There's room at the Naval Academy for a new instructor, and the Chancellor has asked us to suggest a course of study for the sailors. Where should we direct the energies of the curriculum? Patriotic duty, of course, so we get more sailors, morale of navies goes up, or ship durability. I think we'll take the ship durability, actually. Still get a lot of sailors, regardless. But not losing the ships in combat would be quite useful. I mean, we haven't really lost a lot of them in combat in the first place, but, you know, losing even less. And now we've still got one loan that we need to pay off. So I suppose we could pay that one off. So now we're making 15 ducats per month. Oh, it was the corruption that we were paying a lot of money for. I think we might want to reduce the corruption routing out a little bit. Let's just go put it somewhere here in the middle section for now. Right, they're sieging a province all the way there. Okay, that's one regiment. That's not really a lot. If need be, we can send the other army over there, although they still got the 60,000 men over here. I only got 38,000 plus my allies, of course, so in theory, we could probably fight them off. With a little bit of luck, at least. Because some of the enemies are now in the point where they probably want to get out of the war soon. For example, this one, are you willing to take any sort of peace deal? You would take a white peace. You would be willing to pay us a lot of money as well. Oh, we could pillage, alright. Uh-huh. It does increase the aggressive expansion, though. Maybe we don't pillage. I mean, actually, what does the... Right, so that's the war reparations. What other is that? It's not annual treaties. No, the pillage capital. Oh, right. We get one development on our own capital. I mean, that's not really too bad, but we don't really need to get the extra stuff there. They could, technically speaking, cede provinces to someone else. I mean, not to me. Well, I suppose since I... Oh, right. I don't want to get more aggressive based on right now because I don't want to have another coalition war right after this one. So I'm just going to go with the money. And we're going to be getting a lot more money over time as well. So that is another nation that is no longer part of the war. Still working on these two sieges, which hopefully will be done soon. So there's that one army to the east. And let's have a look. Is there anyone else? There's a lot of nations with fairly high war exhaustion. Still kind of need to work our way through here to get to the army sieging down our ally. I mean, they're not actually... So they're not attacking there. I mean, it is a forest and all that, but... I suppose that's fine. Come on, we need to get the siege done. There we go. Oh, we got double siege. Alright, I could go ahead and clear out that stuff here, or I could start pushing further inland. Well, not necessarily inland, but down this way. And have the armies next to one another, so if there's a combat, at least I can get a pretty decent amount of troops in there. And our blockade is still doing a pretty good job in the sieges. Oh. 12,000 men? Oh, this could actually be bad. You want a peace? What are you offering? They're willing to give some... Sure. Give some lands, I guess. Give some money as well. I think we may need to send in the... Oh, we can't move there. Right, is there another fort that is blocking the movement then? I suppose there is this one, but... Yeah, no, that's bad. I mean, we're still doing pretty good damage overall, but they got the numbers in there, plus a pretty high shock general there. 4 shock general. Yeah, okay, this one's going to be a loss. I'm just going to move the troops back there somewhere. Admittedly, that means that this one's going to probably be a failure as well. There also goes the any potential for the superiority in the short run. We'll probably take a little bit... Well, actually, we can afford losing a bit of prestige. Ooh. So we can't move in there, can we? We can. They got a lot of cavalry in there, but they still got a lot of troops in total. I think we might actually win this. Somehow. Alright. That's a good victory. 6 war scores just there. And you're willing to give me a lot of money. I'll take that. Right. That was a bit of a rough combat there, but we got the victory on that fight at least. And now we're getting a decent bit of taking war score, hopefully. Oh, and that area is being de-sieged now. Good. Right, let's go back and start sieging down the enemy capital there. Or one of the enemy capitals in there. And our army did arrive here, so let's just go ahead and start de-sieging this area and re-sieging that area for a little bit while we siege that one. We're going to be using a decent bit of manpower reinforcing right now, but it'll be fine. Of course, the price is pretty high on that as well. My goodness. We got a little bit of troops there, but I'm sure that we can... Oh, where's the other siege going? Oh, they're sieging all the way there. Oh. Right, I didn't expect that one. Where's our ships? Right, the ships are just waiting here. At least we can transport 12,000 men at a time if need be. But of course, we got a bit more in there. Where's the army? Right, so we are right there. I'm going to stack up at least one of these buggers. And then I think we need to turn around to help with this area again, because the enemy's got a lot of troops in total. If we lose a little bit of stuff in the east, that's fine. We can still live with that just fine, but we need to start getting a bit more ground in here. They're probably going to be trying to... Oh, that is an enemy fort there. Oh, so that's probably what was stopping us from moving. Well, one of the things at least. Can we move to the... Oh, wait, no, we can't move there. Is that... Right, yeah, we need to move through that fort if we want to get anywhere. Suppose we'll just wait on the forest here. See if they start attacking anything. If not... We could technically start sieging down that one. Disease outbreak isn't great. But now we can at least make sure that if we siege down these two, then we can move around here freely. But they are sieging down a lot of the stuff in the east, but at least we got the fort in there that will delay them. Oh, we get the... I'm going to take the blockade impact on siege right now, because that seems like it would be actually quite beneficial in here. Get the sieges done a lot sooner. And even if we don't have the... Well, actually, no, it doesn't have an impact there. But over here it does. There we go. Slowly but surely getting more progress there. There's still got a lot of troops in here which are moving about. And these armies moving over there are a bit of a problem. I suppose they are going to have to get into the fort there, or just not siege down anything further. So I don't think they'll be reaching my quarters without doing some sort of landing. Oh, there we go. That's a victory. So now we can move a bit more freely in here. And we sank another ship. What are you willing to give me? Nothing. Alright then. Oh, there we go. That's another good progress on the siege there. Oh, it's already 21%. I suppose we got a lot of cannons. It's not a very high level fort, so that definitely helps. Oh, we got some friendlies over here. Hopefully taking... Oh, never mind. Not really taking care of those sieges. And then there's still this mess over here, so we're probably going to lose one of our allies at least from this war soon enough. We do still have the ticking war score, actually. We've gotten 3 points from that already. And, well, we've lost a fair bit more troops than they have total, but at the same time, well, I suppose there's already been a few nations peaced out on their side, whereas on our side there haven't been any. So overall, we're doing mostly fine in terms of the numbers. At least we're slowly pushing through here. I mean, that one is not really part of the war. Over here, I suppose we... Ooh, hello. Let's actually get in here. We can blockade this. We can also blockade the port over here. You want a piece? Sure. That's another one that steps out. Right, so there's the enemy fort, or the capital there out now. I could probably send in an army in there to help with the siege. That is level 3 fort though, so it's not going to be quite as easy to get through there, but I think we're going to manage. Plus we're blockading this, so as soon as that fleet is out of there, we'll sink that. I'm guessing... Oh yeah, no leader. Not enough galleys to... No, we capture another light ship and a galley. Oh. But we're also taking a fair bit of damage in here, so let's just go ahead and send these to be repaired. At least in theory. It's probably going to go all the way there, so it's a bit further away than I was hoping for. You are going to cede a province? Sure. It's not going to us. Oh, right, it's that one. Right, well, I mean, they have been helping quite a bit in the war. Can I move in here? No, I cannot. So that movement is blocked by the force, so we'll just need to wait until the force siege is done. Still pretty good defensiveness in here. I suppose it's urban, so that gives it a little bit. City of the Horizon is a little bit... Some of the traditions give a little bit more, so it's a lot of small modifiers that are helping them there. Oh, they've managed to sneak a small fleet in here. Oh, it went all the way there to repair, alright. Oh, and then there's some other combats going in here. The Centaurs are beating down some of the enemy armies. Oh, right, well, there's one of the allies that... well, stepped out. Oh, right. That one's probably going to be pushed out of the war soon as well. But if we can take out the enemy capital, that'd be nice. Plus, you know, the amount of troops that they've lost total. I think we got pretty good chance of piecing out this one now. What are you willing to give me? Nothing, because I don't have enough war score against you. I mean, at least we're blockading them, but that's about it. New election. I think we still got pretty low Republican tradition, so we're gonna get someone new. I mean, how good is the... Well, the yearly corruption reduction isn't too bad, but we don't have any corruption right now, so I don't suppose we need to worry about it too much. So here, look at the tech over here. Actually, we might be able to get some more of the naval ideas. We're going to take the military candidate. And diplomatic candidate, apparently, as well. Or Diplo skill there as well. So if we can get the galley combat ability even higher, that would be a massive boon for the domination of the seas here. Oh, babbling buffoon. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. So in terms of the... Oh, wow, yeah, they're down to 29,000 men total. Oh, boy. Oh, and they won the election again. No surprises there. I think it's a rigged election, quite frankly. Ooh, but one thing that we could do... Oh, someone's clearing out the... Okay, that's good. We'll be able to send the colonists there back soon enough, but... Now we can get a manufactory, and let's have a look. Which one? Ooh... Now, some of these are pretty valuable, especially our capital. We're going to put in a manufacturer there, and I think that is going to be an insane amount of cash in the long run. So that's farmlands there. There's no other fort in here, so as soon as this capital falls, we can force, or like, focus down probably both of these armies at the same time. The amount of enemies that we have, I mean, we are going to lose one more ally soon, but then the amount of enemies, oh, yeah, there it goes. I suppose that means that you don't have quite as much war score anymore. Well, I still can't demand anything from you. Never mind. Ah, there we go. We can get the Cali combat ability. So our fleet will be even better. Can I actually get through? I can get through there. Let's just sit on here. We can blockade that, and they can't send any more fleets through here. I mean, they might have a 1 or 2 ships somewhere in here, like that one apparently. But I'm not too worried about it, and that is going to be DC'd soon, so that's definitely good news for us. It's already at 7% on the capital, so well, it's only 5. Oh, right, well, there's a bit of a slow siege in it. There we go, now we can send in the colonists again in here to speed up the colonization. And Textile is going to take a long while to be built, 1700 days still, but once it's completed, it's going to be a massive amount of cash for us. And I am looking forward to it. But unfortunately, we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.